Yesterday, Blackrock registered its spot Ethereum ETF, and this caused Ethereum to surge towards the upside, and the Bitcoin bull market pretty much is confirmed because of this. So is that 42k level finally around the corner for Bitcoin? Will Bitcoin still go up in the imminent short term? Because yesterday we did get a very significant rejection, but more importantly, what is right now going on with Ethereum compared to Bitcoin, with the Bitcoin dominance and with Ethereum itself? Because Ethereum is breaking out towards the upside. But first of all, as always, having a look in towards the imminent short term for Bitcoin, well, we are still pretty much holding above previous resistance, right now turning in towards support. Very beautifully, very perfectly, you can be seeing that these two previous highs acted as support during this huge crash towards the downside. And in my opinion, there is pretty much nothing to really worry about right now. I'm not really flipping bearish at this moment. I'm still very bullish as long as we can be holding this support level right here. Now, what I do think what could be happening maybe potentially is that we are just headed a little bit lower, because you can be seeing that this wick towards the downside was a very big wick actually, and usually we do tend to fill these types of wicks. So in that case, well, we might be coming back to fill up this wick, because there is still a lot of liquidity down here towards the downside. And in that case, yes, I do think we are going to be taking out our low right here, and we are going to be reaching this support level that is a little bit lower right here of these candle closes. So that could be a very valid scenario where we could be watching out for. But definitely one thing is sure, whenever we are going to be trading above this level, I will remain to be bullish. Of course, we got this very bullish breakout towards the upside of this symmetrical triangle. We of course did long this breakout. We got a perfect retest, and everyone was doubting this decision right here, but we actually said no, we are headed even higher, and we actually did do so. And after this bullish momentum we created towards the upside, we actually also got a bullish breakout out of this parallel channel that was rising, of course. But the very interesting thing is that if we have a look back in towards history right here as well, we created this upward sloping parallel channel where we also broke out towards the upside. And in my opinion, this price action is looking very similar. We already had a look in towards this exact price action for a long time, but just have a look in towards how currently this exact breakout is being retested. Well, in my opinion, it is looking exactly the same. So potentially, maybe we are headed even higher. Now, I do not want to get overly too excited right here. I do not want to get overly bullish, but the fact of the matter is right now that we are getting so much very bullish news. I will be going over exactly what I wrote over here. This will be very important. Another fact is that we are breaking above very massive resistance, and in a few days we are going to be closing our weekly candle already. So if we can be closing our weekly candle above this red resistance, well, this is going to be massive, and it is going to be clearing us towards our next resistance target, which is going to be coming in at that 42k level. Now, at the opposite side, yes, potentially we might be creating some kind of a bearish divergence at this current moment, but this is not at all confirmed. We could easily pump even higher, and if we were to be pumping even higher, well, we are very easily invalidating these bearish divergences. So in my opinion, with this amount of momentum towards the upside, I really do want to first see this bearish divergence being confirmed with a little bit of a daily candle momentum towards the downside. First see this bearish divergence being confirmed, and then I can actually say, all right, we might be headed for some kind of a correction right here. But right now the momentum is just towards the upside, so I'm not really looking to be shorting this. So in my opinion, still the imminent short term is looking completely fine and very good. Now, what is also looking very good is the news that we are getting right now. And we are getting this news with the Blackrock Ethereum spot ETF, which is going to be very important and which is going to be coinciding with the spot Bitcoin ETF actually, because BlackRock would not register for a spot Ethereum ETF unless they were certain that the spot Bitcoin ETF would be accepted with a 100% certainty. Everything BlackRock pretty much does is very calculated. They are not throwing around darts. So yes, pretty much in my opinion right now, we can say with about a 100% certainty that yes, the spot Bitcoin ETF is going to get accepted. Now the question of course remains, when is it going to be getting accepted? Well, of course, to that question, no one really knows the answer. But another thing is that whenever the spot Bitcoin ETF is actually going to be accepted, well, then the huge real pump is actually going to be happening, because at that moment, after acceptance, an ETF, the actual ETF, will actually launch likely within 5 days. This is what we saw during our last futures Ethereum ETF, and probably all of these 12 asset managers are looking to launch their ETF the quickest, because that is going to be ensuring them to make the most amount of money. So probably it is going to be the race to the start. So yeah, very likely within at least 5 days, we are going to be seeing our ETF actually launch. And it is expected that these ETFs will bring at least $200 billion to maybe even $300 billion of capital inflow. And yeah, all ETFs should be a 101 backed by real Bitcoin. So that is going to be giving a huge amount of buying pressure within a short period of time. So whenever that ETF is actually going to be getting accepted, which is pretty much confirmed right here with this news we got yesterday, well, we are going to be seeing an even bigger pump. So in my opinion, there is no reason for us to be bearish on the Bitcoin price for the coming few months. The coming few months are looking very bright. Another thing is that the Bitcoin halving is also around the corner. So definitely, for sure, the Bitcoin bull run has definitely been confirmed by BlackRock. But now actually heading in towards Ethereum, because Ethereum is also actually very interesting. I have actually opened a long position yesterday on Ethereum right after I saw this news coming for Ethereum, and it was all the way down at about this $2,000 mark. So yeah, I got in at a pretty decent price in my opinion. Whenever I saw this news coming in, I immediately opened up my long position, and I also shared this in my Telegram channel. But in general, in my opinion, this is a very good signal for crypto in general, that BlackRock is right now putting their name behind crypto in general and is going after Bitcoin, after Ethereum, and what altcoin of course is next. Well, they are definitely not afraid to enter the crypto market right now, and because of this news that we just got, Ethereum is pumping towards the upside. It is breaking out towards the upside above this very significant resistance. I think that because of this breakout, Ethereum is right now as well breaking back in towards bull market territory, just like Bitcoin did just a few weeks ago. So in my opinion, yes, Ethereum could be shining right here for the coming few days, because of this bullish news and because of this bullish breakout. But in my opinion, yes, the larger trend is still towards the downside, sadly enough. Yes, we are on some massive support for Ethereum against Bitcoin, but still, I do think Bitcoin is going to be the superior asset. And right now we are seeing a little bit of this pullback, which was going to be imminent, of course. But in my opinion, yes, the larger trend is still towards the upside, and I do think Bitcoin is going to be outperforming all of these altcoins. Bitcoin is the superior asset. And of course, yes, we are going to be seeing some pullbacks, just like we did see over here. But in my opinion, my strategy is just going to be to buy all of the altcoins whenever Bitcoin is close to breaking its previous all-time high. That has, historically speaking, been the best strategy in Bitcoin and in crypto in general, and that is what I'm planning to do. So with that being said, make sure to be following me on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development, and guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.